Getting families on the ice all season long and into the playoffs. Luther Kia of Bloomington. Come see the 7-passenger Telluride and all the new 2023 models at Luther Kia of Bloomington.
It's time for another edition of Breakaway presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington. Audra Martin and Ben Clymer here with you tonight after a tough loss for the Wild down in Dallas. 4-1 your final, and unfortunately they cleaned things up when it comes to the penalties. But the Dallas Stars are the top team in the division for a reason. They saw it tonight.
The Dallas Stars played a pretty solid hockey game. Jake Ottinger played well in their net, and it was not necessarily the start Dean Evison would have preferred. They persevered through the first period, but all of a sudden odd man rushes started flowing at Gustavsson's net, and you give skill, time, and space, and they're going to make you pay. And right here, too much time, too much space, and a big defenseman in front, able to tip this one home for the third of the game for the Stars.
So it's a 4-1 final for the second straight game between these two teams. The Wild on losing end of both, unfortunately. Like I said, just the one penalty tonight for Minnesota. Good sign there. They go 1 for 3 on the man advantage. That's a lone goal for the Wild. Jake Ottinger, the hometown kid, improves to a perfect 4-0-0 in his career against the Minnesota Wild. But as Ben just stated, too many odd man rushes for a game that was, to start, well within reach.
Like 3 real bad mistakes, right? To give a breakaway and then 2 2-on-1s. I mean, you know, we can't. The margin of error is small, right? When you're not scoring, and at this moment we're not, and so an error, you know, quickly ends up in our net. It's such a hard uphill battle for us, but. Having said that, we didn't quit. We kept competing. We kept battling. We, 14 shots I think in the second, 15 in the third. Like we had enough at the net to to score some goals. We just didn't.
No time to dwell on this one. It's time to head on home to St. Paul as the Wild kick off a 7-game homestand beginning tomorrow night against the Vegas Golden Knights. A lot of good competition in this stretch. We'll see the Avalanche, a rematch with the Stars, the Nashville Predators, and they'll wrap things up against our buddy Kevin Fiala and the Kings. When it's all said and done, we'll be towards the end of February with the trade deadline looming as well. We appreciate you joining us tonight on Breakaway presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.